Welcome to Byron Dacey's digital portfolio. Through the different pages you will find on my website, and we'll take you through the contents of each page as well. So on the left here, you'll see I have my About Me section, a digital citizenship section, assessment, curriculum, and different links to educational websites that we'll go into. We'll start with our About Me section. As you can see here, I have a couple pictures of my wife Jill, our son Daxton, who is 18 months, and our two dogs Chloe and Dottie. They're in the middle picture. This section has a description of myself and kind of my background in education. This is my 13th year. I have taught everything from pre-K to kindergarten, 4th grade, 6th grade now, 6th grade math specifically. I've also spent time as an assistant athletic director as well. My current school is my first experience in a public school. Prior to coming back to Omaha, I spent 7 years working in two different international boarding schools, one in Rome, Georgia, and the other in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Both were very different and have helped kind of shape myself as a leader, as an educator, and have definitely helped me grow in different areas. A little bit more about me is my free time is spent playing with my son Daxton and taking our dogs and him on walks. Soccer has always been a huge part of my life. I played at Creighton University. Below is a video from my time there. It's a bunch of goals and highlights. I'm fortunate enough to be in a couple of those highlights. Since I stopped playing, I've been coaching club soccer and high school soccer, and have really enjoyed growing the game and helping young people develop their love for the game as well. I also found out that I'm pretty handy. I've repainted one whole house, retrimmed it, and have made some shelving units since the pandemic hit. Some skills that I never knew I had prior to the pandemic hitting. So that's just a little bit about me and just kind of my background and where I come from, and I like to spend my time. So our next one is our digital citizenship. I chose to come up with 5 strategies to fight cyber hate, which I've found has been a very big issue at my school. A lot of the platforms that are used for that cyber hate are Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat as well. And recently have read some different articles about how YouTube has been used for to spread cyber hate as well. So that's why I included those 4 icons there at the bottom of my my educational image. I figured this would be a great piece to use, especially as we come back from the winter break right around Valentine's Day, and we can use this as a way to try to combat the cyber hate and reinforcing what digital citizenship is at our school and in our classrooms. So that's why I chose the love and the hearts and the kind of the Valentine's Day feel for the background there. Next up is our assessment. I chose to do a nice big start test image there to really draw the user to that spot, and so it's very clear of where to click. Below that, I gave the learning objectives and the standards that will be used for this assessment. So we'll click the assessment. This is a 6th grade math data analysis test. It is going to be taken using Google Forms, and it has a variety of different answers, some short answers here for these first 2, or 3, 4. And it goes into multiple choice questions as well. And as you can see, it touches on a number of different concepts within data analysis and different types of graphs and how to pull data from those as well. As you can tell, each question is worth 1 point and has a clear submission point at the bottom. Back to our portfolio. Our next link is the curriculum, and I chose to separate the unit plan and the day 3 lesson plan and make it very simple and easy to follow. If I were to have my entire week of lesson plans here, I would have a link for each day as well to really make it user-friendly for the students, for teachers, and even students with special needs who might need different aids to be able to click on the links. So we'll click on unit plan. Again, this is for a 6th grade math class. It's unit 8, which is integers, which are positive and negative whole numbers, specifically for 6th graders, as they are learning about. We have our state standards, our ISTE standards, our learning objectives, the different assessment methods that are going to be used throughout the week, and then all the different learning activities that will be picked and choose from to create each day's unit lesson. Some of these will be used multiple times, just based on what the teacher is trying to accomplish, and especially the daily exit tickets here. That could be used via Google Forms for a digital check, or it could be a note card or a sticky note that students are putting their answers on those to show their understanding for the teacher. So if we go back to the curriculum page here, if I click on the day 3 lesson plan, again, this is integers. This is a day that is spent with mini review and doing different stations. You can see our materials needed, their computer, pencil, scratch paper, as they need, and then for one of the stations, they will need whiteboards, markers, and erasers when they work with the teacher. The learning objectives and goals are stated again, along with the state standards and the ISTE standards. The prerequisite knowledge is there that should hopefully be addressed in days 1 and 2 prior to this day's lesson. And it kind of breaks the lesson down here with the warm-up activity and then the procedure. The procedure explains the different stations that the students are going to be completing throughout the class period, and gives more specifics surrounding that. And then the closing, which is how the teacher is going to wrap up the class, and what assignment is due for the next day, what the homework is, and then reminding the students of the unit test taking place at the end of the week. The assessment piece is the teacher is going to be able to assess students' understanding while they're at station 1, which is the station that's working with the teacher, doing small group practice problems on whiteboards. And then the reflection piece at the end is there for the teacher to reflect on the lesson, how it went, and what changes might need to be made, or what things could be added to enhance the lesson. And our last page here is the links. I posted links for Discovery Education. There's great videos in there for educators of all different subject areas. Teachers Pay Teachers is a massive one that's used, especially with math. There's lots of different activities, games, digital breakout boxes, digital color by numbers, picture reveals that can be used as great homework assignments, enrichment activities, and also as great reviews as well. And then Edutopia has a lot of great articles for teachers that are looking to improve what they are doing in their classroom, and different ideas of how to expand to make their classrooms uh, more student-centered, and different ideas that they can take from there and try to implement them into their classroom. So that's my digital portfolio. Um, Thank you for your time.